Today on Community Cooking, we have one of our very own hosts cooking on the other side. Chef Kawakami is here to make a fun brunch menu. We're making pumpkin cream cheese turnovers and open-faced bacon and egg toast with arugula. We're cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community, so grab a seat and relax. We have another great show for you. This is your Community Cooking. Hi, and welcome to Community Cooking. I'm Maria Prekeges, and I'm so excited to have one of our own chef, hosts, man of all trades, caterer, everything, Chef Kawakami. How was that for an intro?
That's great for an intro. I love that. Thank you very much.
We have to promote you.
I love that.
Well, duh. You host the show. You've been on it for years as a guest. So is it a little weird being on the other side today?
It's nice being on the other side. There's less pressure on me. This is what I do. This is my element. Making food is my element. So yeah, this is fun. I love it. And it's nice to see you again.
Well, always great to see you. Your food is always great. Pretty easy. Not a ton of ingredients. But let's talk brunch. Brunch is my favorite.
Brunch is amazing. And brunch can be for dinner too. A lot of people think, eggs are just for the daytime, but they're not. And also, we're going to start with our pumpkin turnovers, which went, like I said, easy.
We love easy.
Doesn't get easier than this.
Let's go over ingredients in the pumpkin turnovers.
All right, so we have our puff pastry, and I got this cool puff pastry that's actually already cut to size. You can find this at a lot of stores.
Oh, I love that. I didn't know that they made that.
They totally make this easy to find. And then I have our pumpkin puree, which you can usually get year-round. Cream cheese, powdered sugar. This is a little bit of cream. It's actually creamer that I took from the break room. And and then I have an egg white here because I'm saving the yolks because I have an event later that I'm using egg yolks for. So I don't waste anything.
I love it. You don't. And then is that cinnamon over there?
This is actually a pumpkin pie spice, so which is like cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. You can usually find the little. I'm sure you have like 3 of them in your cabinet and you don't even know that they're there because you buy it every year to make pumpkin pie. But yeah, it's just a little bit, so we can go ahead and just dump that in.
To make pumpkin pie?
How
well do you know me? I know you do. I don't.
I'm like, yeah, everyone makes pumpkin pie, right?
No, I hire someone like you to do it. So anyway, and the pumpkin.
Yes, it's just pumpkin puree.
You can get that anywhere in a can.
Anywhere. Okay. And this is actually, you could use any kind of puree. I've made this turnover with like leftover butternut squash.
Oh, yum.
Any kind of squash that you have left over, you can totally make that with. So this is cream cheese, and you can see it's very soft.
Yeah, so you have to leave it on your counter. I tend to ski a lot, so when I'm there, leaving stuff on the counter doesn't work.
Yeah, you can leave it on the counter, or you can just pop this in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and that's what I did, just to warm it up. Because you want it to mix, and cream cheese is known for leaving chunks and being kind of hard to work with, but actually, just a little bit of time in the microwave. And this isn't brain science right here. Like, look at that.
Yeah, he gets easy things when I'm around. I knew what you meant. Made sense to me and my brain.
All right, so you see how quickly that mixes up? And then we have our powdered sugar, which is going to do double duty because we're also making frosting. A little cream cheese frosting.
Cream cheese and frosting, that's what I grew up on. That's what my mother made for everything.
Cream cheese frosting is the best frosting.
Oh, yeah. It's
frosting
yummy.
from a can? No.
It's
unacceptable.
No.
So, do you like how technical I am with my measurements?
Yes. Well, and that's what I love too. People get so, and I used to be one of those people stressed out about, I need exactly 1/2 a teaspoon of this and 1/2 a cup of that. But, eyeballing it is good.
So mix up for me. And what I like about this too is I'm using the same ingredients to make the frosting that go in the filling. So there's not a lot of extra. There's not a lot of waste.
We like that. And few ingredients.
Few ingredients. That's the way I roll.
Few ingredients. We love it.
So,
oh God, this smells so good.
We have our puff pastry here, and I always like to just give it a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, puff pastry, don't be afraid of it.
Puff pastry is your friend. Puff pastry makes things look super fancy.
Yeah.
People are so impressed when they come over, and they're like, oh, what is this? And you're like, oh, yeah, I made that. And you really just like pulled the frozen pastry out of the fridge, and you just let it thaw in your fridge, and then right here.
My very Greek grandmother used to make phyllo dough and puff pastry from scratch without like the fancy thing that you run it through, like you make pasta out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Yeah, I've made laminated. It's called a laminated dough because the process is actually you make the dough and you take a brick of butter that you mix flour in, and then they call it an envelope fold. So you do one fold over, another fold over like this. And then you roll it out, you throw it in the fridge. Then you take it out, you do another fold. You roll it out, throw it in the fridge. And it's a process. So I've only done that a few times. You can buy this anywhere, like anywhere.
Someone else has made this in their kitchen, and they've just
It's ready
packaged
for
it
you.
beautifully. I'm all about easy.
So I'm just going to take a little egg wash here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to seal the edges.
So the turnovers don't explode.
Exactly. And they probably will because they explode on me anyways. But
turnovers are one of my favorite things. But I like this because it's pumpkin instead of like a jelly or jam or,
I'm more of a custard person. I'm actually not a big fruit dessert person. So I'm with you with that. All right, so.
Well, and pumpkin is just not for the holidays, year round.
I'm actually going to give one to you.
Okay.
So you're gonna fill one, so I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So, and less is more. Less is more, everyone. Less is more.
Less is more.
So do a little in yours, and right in the center. And I'm gonna do this with you.
Thank you. There we go.
All right, that's great. So
I just want to do this.
I know. Well, there's no egg in there. You totally could if you wanted to. Get some graham crackers and sit on the couch and then cry.
Don't get me cry. Yeah, I hope I'd be crying. Tears of joy.
Yeah. So we're gonna take this.
Okay.
Just gonna fold it over like this.
Oh, just fold it.
Yeah.
Halfway over. Okay.
And then I like to just.
Oops, mine's already coming out the sides.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. So yeah, see mine's coming up a little bit on the sides right there.
Yeah, not as much as
I'm
mine.
gonna shake it.
Oh. Why?
Because you want the filling just to kind of fall down in there.
Oh.
And if it comes
Can I reopen it?
It's okay.
Oh, look.
I told you
it's everywhere.
It's gonna happen. It's fine.
Yeah. But it's
That's
fun.
actually my motto in the kitchen all the time. It's fine.
It's fine. Well, then you do this because these are clean fingers.
And there's no egg, so you don't have to worry about it. It's just, cream cheese, pumpkin, and sugar. So I'm just gonna crimp my edges, just like this.
I'll let you crimp mine.
Okay.
I'll let you crimp my edges. There you go.
All right, and then we have a little greased cookie sheet here, and I covered it with foil because, I hate doing dishes.
Foil is your friend.
Foil's your friend, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's aluminum. The pan's aluminum.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
And recycle it, you're good.
Yeah. Precisely. So I'm just going to put this.
Super easy. Super, super easy.
You can make a bunch of these just like this and then throw it in the freezer. So then when you have guests come over, you pop them out, and then you just pop it in the oven, and everyone thinks you spent all this time. But you can make this ahead of time. You could make this like 6 months ahead of time.
We do that with little cheese triangles.
Mm-hmm.
And can you pop them in the oven when they're still frozen?
Absolutely.
See, that's awesome.
You want puff pastry to be cold.
Yeah.
Because those layers of butter, you want them to stay cold, or else it's just going to melt out and it's not going to puff up.
Yeah.
So it's ideal to keep it frozen.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. All right, so we're going to put a little egg wash, get a little shiny coat on there. And also, if you put it on the edges, it helps seal the edges too.
Because mine already exploded all over.
But it's going to explode. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm just going to take this home with me. The vat of pumpkin and...
So if you just want to pop that in the oven.
I will pop that in the oven. About how hot is the oven?
The oven's at 400 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah. And now
I'm not going to say we only made 2 for us, but whatever.
So now we still have frosting.
Frosting.
Very important. I know you didn't forget about the frosting.
I got the creamer.
Wonderful. And
I
so
think my mom put creamer in our cream cheese frosting. I kind of like that.
Well, cream cheese frosting, it can be made many ways. Like a lot of times, I just take cream cheese and butter, equal parts, and add powdered sugar and just whip it up together.
Yeah.
And so this one, it's going to be more. We're using a little bit of creamer to thin it out, so we can drizzle a little more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Softened cream cheese. You can see how soft that is.
Oh, yeah.
Which is exactly what you want because everything will incorporate better. And then powdered sugar.
Mama, we used to do it with a hand mixer.
Oh, yeah.
Powdered sugar everywhere.
Powdered sugar everywhere, yeah.
But it was fun. And that's part of cooking.
I'm surprised it's actually not already on me. I usually get powdered sugar and flour all over me every time I cook.
So how did you get into cooking and now chefing and catering?
I've always loved to cook. When I was a kid, I used to stay home with my mom and I would bake bread, or like I'd try to make bread. And I was a crafty kid. Like I used to make candles and I would candy almonds And
I love that.
yeah, never make candy and Tupperware in the microwave. I learned that the hard way as a child. Boiling sugar, plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Not
it's
good.
it's a very,
Not good.
very bad idea.
That's hilarious.
So already, you see how quickly that comes together?
Oh,
the
yeah.
powdered sugar
Oh,
and the cream cheese. And so, like I said, we're only using this creamer just so we can drizzle a little better.
Yeah.
It's all about consistency. If you don't want it drizzly, if you want it to be a thicker frosting, then don't
just
add it.
eat with, again, graham crackers or something.
Exactly.
Like,
These
you
little
can eat
graham crackers,
both.
sit on the couch, cuddle your cat.
We would be very chubby together. Let me tell you, I could see it on the couch just.
And because I did take this from the break room, it's a hazelnut creamer. So now we have hazelnut flavored
That'd
frosting.
be kind of fun, though.
That's gonna go good with the pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Like if I don't have something on hand, I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
And that's just what I do. That's what I do with catering. Catering is just like making it work. So
I love that.
yeah, look at that. Look how good that is.
Oh, yeah.
Instant frosting, and it's nice.
You
It's
don't have to use
enough
the
drizzle.
mixer.
No. There was no mixer involved.
Yes.
This is all very
Except
easy.
Jeff. Jeff is the mixer.
I am the mixer.
But super easy.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Oh,
I know that you want to.
of course. Wait, no, I got myself a spoon. I
All
was
right.
preparing for this.
It's so simple.
Yum. So cream cheese, softened, microwave, powdered sugar,
Yeah.
and creamer. And you know what? I like the hazelnut.
I think it's good.
See, kitchen mistakes are good.
It's like kismet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to add a little vanilla when she'd do a cream cheese frosting for cakes, but I'm into the hazelnut.
Yeah. I'm digging it. It
Ooh,
was
over
happy.
a turnover, over a chocolate cake.
Yeah. And those are going to take only like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to let them bake in the oven, and when we come back,
Open-faced breakfast sandwiches on homemade bread. I baked this bread fresh just for you.
it's because I love you. Thank you. That's a big reason why.
Yeah.
We love to have you. So don't go anywhere when we come back. Open-faced sandwich to complement our turnovers for brunch. We'll be back. You're watching Community Cooking.
Hey guys, I'm Joel Gammon, host of Scraps on A&E and FYI, and welcome to Meal Prep University Cooking Scrappy. This week, it's all about ugly vegetable pasta. It's gonna be unbelievable. This dish is so simple. It's a perfect clean out of fridge recipe that stays delicious for days. Start by browning your chopped veg in olive oil, add garlic and chili for spice, and toss that together with al dente pasta, using a 2-to-1 ratio of veggies to pasta. It doesn't matter how bruised or imperfect they might have been, once they're sauteed, they look and taste amazing. This dish is great for meal prepping too. Make a big batch and then divide it into daily portions. About 1.5 cups is a great size for lunch. Top with your favorite fresh herbs and you're good to go. To check out more recipes, tips, and tricks, head to SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. If you're just joining us, I'm here with host, chef, caterer extraordinaire Jeff Kawakami.
Thank you. I love that introduction.
I love introducing you because it's so much fun to have you here. Yes. You're on the other side, cooking today and not hosting.
On the other side.
The other side, the dark side. Our turnovers are in the oven. They smell awesome. So now we're going to an open-faced egg, bacon, arugula with...
deliciousness.
Okay, brunch, because it's all about brunch. We love
Yes.
brunch.
And when you're making something that's simple, you find the best ingredients.
Well, you baked your own bread for us.
The best ingredients start with homemade bread. Yeah.
So I would think homemade bread, absolutely not. There's a nice baker in town. I'm just going to go. But you say it's easy.
It's easy. I have issues. I love to bake. Like, it's a hobby of mine. Like, I love to bake. See how pretty that is?
Yeah, I could just take it and start gnawing on it. So, yeah.
I love, and I made this last night. I have a sourdough starter. And so it's, a living...
That means nothing to me.
It's a living yeast culture, and so I grow my own yeast, which sounds weird, but that's what makes bread. And it has more flavor. This is just simply flour, water, salt, and the starter, and that's it.
See, that's amazing because I am not gluten-free.
Neither am I. Yeast eats gluten. Like, so, I mean, that's...
Is that kind of like paper covers rock? Yeast eats gluten?
Yeast eats gluten. That's it. That's what yeast is eating. Gluten is the protein that's in the flour, and the yeast is eating that, and then it's burping, and it's giving CO2. That's the nice
We're
way
not
of saying
going there.
it. I know.
Before you're putting the butter in, let's go over the ingredients real quick, though.
Oh,
you have
that's
your
right.
bread.
So we have the beautiful bread right here. Bragging. And then we have a little bit of butter. I'm going to mix butter and olive oil to cook this in because butter has good flavor, but olive oil will lower the smoke point.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have some nice bacon that I pre-cooked, but I'm going to crisp it up in the pan.
Okay.
And then I know it says Parmesan in the recipe, but I found this beautiful, it's an aged Gouda. And aged Gouda has those tyrosine crystals in it, so when you're eating it, you know, like it crunches. It's delicious.
Yum.
Yeah.
I love Gouda.
Yeah. 2 eggs, arugula, lemon, and the dressing for this is going to be the lemon, olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Well, I'm Greek, so I'm no stranger to that dressing.
Well, good. Then I will have you make that dressing.
Oh, well, there you go. You got to make sure. I always do this. My boyfriend's like, what are you doing to that poor lemon or lime? I'm like, you got to get the juice out.
Yeah, you got to break those things up.
So I do butter and olive oil for my chicken in a pan.
Okay.
It's so, the butter, like you said, adds flavor. Ooh, I really mushed that. May I steal a knife from you, sir?
Absolutely. Here, you can take this one. I am not using it.
See how he handed it to me? It's not your first rodeo.
Not my first rodeo. So what I like about this, too, is I'm trying to do everything in one pan.
We like that.
Yeah.
We like easy. And boy, is that a pan. It's huge.
It's a huge pan. And so I'm putting the bread, right down in the oil and the butter, and then I'm going to take some eggs. And I have this on a low heat because we're cooking these sunny side up. So we're not trying to rapidly cook this. We're going to be gentle.
So eggs, you don't crack them on the side of the pan, you crack them on the surface.
Exactly, because I was always told if you crack it on the edge of something, you're pushing the shells in. So this way you're just cracking open the egg without pushing the shells inside.
I crack open an egg on the surface sometimes, and I crack it so hard that it stays on the cutting board.
I've done that. I've done that. Yeah.
I do that a lot. I'm like, boom. I'm like, son of a gun. There it goes.
So I'm just going to go ahead and let this go.
Okay.
And I'm not putting the bacon in yet. So I like to cook my bacon in the oven. I think we've talked about this.
Yes, I love that because you can put foil for less cleanup.
Yes. Yeah. I'm always washing dishes. So one pan. So we got one thing to clean. And then also, if I'm putting something in the oven, foil line it, put the bacon on there. If you do it right, you can pick everything up and it's clean.
Yeah. So do you just put the bacon right on the foil, or do you put like grate, so to speak? It's not the proper...
No, because I don't want to wash the rack. I know what you're
The
talking
rack,
about.
yeah,
So
the
everything
rack.
can drip down. But what I do, I like to build. So I
love his story.
Yeah, I take the rack and I put it on the counter, and then I put heat pads beside it. So when I take the pans out of the oven, they sit at an angle. So the bacon, the fat drains.
Okay.
And then once it's cool, I take it off and I put it on a paper towel plate. And I bake this bacon. I baked. It was probably about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
At 350 for until you just want to make sure I don't turn it. Nothing. You just let
easy.
it go. Yeah.
And it comes out straight and beautiful. When I do it in a pan like that, in a
curls
saucepan,
up.
it curls up and
It splatters everywhere.
yeah. The oven's fine. That's self-cleaning.
I love a good pan because look at this. See how those eggs are just moving?
Oh. My sister would love it. I actually like sunny side eggs. I usually do them over so cooked that you can't. But it's all part of it. So I have the arugula, which I love because it's spicy.
Yes, I love arugula. It's one of my favorite greens, and I think it complements this because it's a little peppery, and it's gonna complement the yolks because you also when you cut that yolk, it's gonna be like a sauce. You want it to drip down, and the arugula is gonna hold it, so it's not escaping. No escaping.
You're
yolks.
not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. Yolks.
Not going anywhere. So, little lemon juice.
And I usually do it cut size. Yeah, because look at you. You know what you're doing.
Well, I usually have the little juicer.
I love those things.
Okay, you're gonna laugh. I watched a video the other day because I saw a video and they were doing the juicer side up, and I'm like, that I need to know if I'm doing it right. But
That seems weird to me.
Yeah, isn't it funny? They're like, no, you do it this way. But you said you do it upright so you don't get the
So no seeds.
the seeds.
And then I'm just flipping this so both sides get toasted.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a few more pieces in there just because.
Yeah, I'm like, hello, what are you doing with two? Two turnovers? I know it's
Well,
you and I, but
This pan is big enough that we could just eat more toast.
Yeah. Again, not gluten-free. Carbohydrates are my friend.
Carbs are your friend.
I do tend to eat more in the morning. They say then you can burn them off.
Well,
all
yeah,
day.
that's a healthy way. Yeah, you eat more in the morning.
When your body's hungry.
Exactly.
So half a lemon, or do you want the whole lemon?
I think half a lemon's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and take these off.
Oh.
Because those eggs are almost done.
Yeah, because you want them yolky.
Yeah, you want the yolk is like a custard. If you cook it gently, it becomes this custard that's just delicious and velvety and decadent.
Okay, so
That's a salt and pepper mixture. So
I like
sprinkle a little
it.
salt and pepper. And now I'm going to reheat our bacon.
And okay, I used to do 2 spoons to toss my salad. You've always turned me on to the tongs.
I'm a tong person. Tongs
so
are the
much
way to,
easier.
Even though you see me like moving everything with my fingers.
Yeah, well, that's because you have no
shouldn't.
feeling left
I have
in
no
your
feeling in my
hands.
hands.
I'm sure. But tongs, even for serving.
It just makes things easier. But also when you're working with meat too, I always like to use tongs because then I can just pick stuff up and I'm not worried about cross-contamination.
Yeah, that's true too. And they have fancy looking tongs, but these kitchen tongs are the best.
So why don't you give a nice little pile on both pieces of toast.
I'll pile it up. Well, and the lemon and olive oil soften it a little too.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, if you want to set that aside, I'm going to put this on your station because I'm going to have you take the grater to our beautiful...
Oh, give me another something sharp.
I'm making you work for your brunch.
Well, all right. But there are no Bloody Marys or mimosas, but that's another show. So this little grater is kind of cool.
Oh, it's sideways. You know what's funny? A lot of people, I don't even think about it anymore because I've been using that for so long, but a lot of people find it weird.
Long strips, though?
Yeah, just little strips. It's good cheese, right?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. People are so obsessed with Parmesan cheese, and I feel like, did you know that Romano was like the #1 selling cheese for like 30 years? And then all of a sudden Parm just came up and became like this huge thing.
Oh, that's good cheese.
Yeah. It's nutty, and it's very rich.
I was just taking this home too with my pumpkin and cheesecake cream
Also,
cheese bowl.
I'm lactose intolerant, and when you get a nice aged cheese, the lactose ages out of it. So this is also something.
Really?
This is something I can eat.
Well, it's good. You can always make stuff that you can't eat, and I can. I'll take your portion.
All right, I think that looks
pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah,
you want to hand that to me?
How fun.
I'll let you keep the cheese.
Okay. I'll just eat it right out of the deal.
So this bacon, you can see it's already sizzling.
So yeah, reheating the bacon, I'm assuming, is key. Oh my God, look at that.
Look at that. Those big strips of bacon.
And 2.
I'm not being chintzy with our breakfast sandwiches.
I was a little chintzy with the cheese, but extra bacon will help that out.
That's just because I know you're going to take that cheese home with you.
I know. I'm like,
I know what's happening. I see you.
Oh, and see that? Oh, those are perfect eggs. And it is the lower heat.
The low heat. Yeah, you just let it gently cook. A lot of people are trying to rush stuff.
Yeah.
Don't rush this.
Gotta have a little patience in the kitchen. Even I have patience in the kitchen, which is shocking.
Oh my gosh, look how good that looks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So now, we got
I was gonna say, we
Yeah.
have frosting. Keep eyeballing it, and we have turnovers.
So yeah, let's grab these turnovers.
So, and I like the combination. It's the turnovers, they're sweet, but still a little savory with the pumpkin. Oh yeah, you can be liberal with that frosting. Oh, those are perfect.
See,
That's
why
the best
you
looking
have
sandwich ever. I would make this for breakfast just in the mornings.
And that's why you want a bit of the remember a little bit of cream in this, so you can spread it just a little bit easier.
And again, I love the hazelnut creamer. Oh. Okay, it looks delicious. We're going to clean everything up. When we come back, my favorite part.
Eating.
Yours too. Eating. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Community Cooking.
Hey guys, I'm Chef Joel Gammon, host of Scraps on A&E and FYI, and welcome to my Meal Prep University Cooking Scrappy. So this week it's all about aquafaba, which is the liquid left in the pot after you cook beans, or the liquid that's in a can after you strain beans. And we're gonna actually make a salad dressing out of this and making the most amazing chopped salad with aquafaba ranch. Salads are great for meal prepping. Make a huge batch at once and store all the ingredients for when you need them. To make the ranch, pour the aquafaba into a strong blender and put it on high. Add mustard, garlic, onion powder, and a little salt and pepper. Turn the blender down and stream in some vegetable oil. Pulse in some chopped herbs, and you've got an amazing, scrappy vegan dressing. Prep all your salad ingredients ahead of time, but store them separately in the fridge. Then you can quickly toss it all together for a crisp and delicious on-demand salad. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and if you're interested in even more scrappy cooking, you should check out our show Scraps on A&E and FYI.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. Okay, Jeff.
Yes.
Duh, favorite part, tasting. I'm doing that one because it has a lot of frosting. So,
Same. Cheers.
The pumpkin cream cheese turnover with cream cheese frosting.
Yeah.
Seriously? The pumpkin and cream cheese with the added frosting makes it sweeter, but not too sweet. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
There's not a lot of sugar in this.
No.
This powdered sugar is actually, did you know that powdered sugar is mostly cornstarch?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why, that's what keeps it from clumping. That's also, that's why you can't cook with powdered sugar, because it'll thicken something. If you put powdered sugar in something, it'll make it thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great. All right, ready?
Oh yeah, I'm very, very ready.
I'm very ready. So, our brunch menu with the homemade bread. I have to say, I tasted it during break. It was quite delicious. So
I don't want to brag, but I baked some really good bread.
you bake some really good bread. But I need a little bite of everything on this one. It's going to get messy, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little yolk
Little
dip.
cheese, little... Oh, mine went flying. Whoops. Come on, back on. With a little arugula, a little bacon, a little egg. The arugula in the dressing with just adds to it. And bye-bye Parmesan. It's all about the Gouda. And, of course, the maple bacon. Okay, yum.
I can't even talk.
I know. I took a little bite so I could keep talking. And even the combination, I would not think serving these two together.
They match so well.
They match so well in the weirdest, greatest way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this arugula salad is one of my favorite arugula salads just on its own.
Yeah.
And then with this nice bacon.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you think, some people will do avocado, but the arugula salad makes this.
Yeah, you could
makes
absolutely. If you want to put avocado,
Yeah.
or if I'm a mayo guy, if I wanted some mayo on here, you could totally do that. But this is simple.
Perfect. And I hate to say it's a fresh baked bread, but I would just, again, ask you to bake for me. I pay a lot for fresh baked bread, let me tell you.
It's, for me, it's simple, but it does take some time.
Yeah.
It's a process. It's going to take at minimum 6 hours.
Yeah.
So, but it's a joy of mine. It's what I love to do. Let me know when you need bread. Give me enough time.
I will. No, the combination is great. Thanks so much for coming in and being on the other side. And
Thank you very much. I love it.
I love it when you're here. On behalf of Jeff and our entire crew, thank you for watching another great episode. And remember, we really do have some of the best chefs right here in our own community. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Community Cooking.
If you'd like a copy of the recipes seen on this show, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations. That's 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200, in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number displayed on the screen. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. That's located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov and check us out online at youtube.com/TorranceCityCable and like us on Facebook at Community Cooking TV.